Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Why bother lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Gado Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Great salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. What it do, family? Man, y'all already know. On this side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. As you guys can see, the title of this video, the social conditioning agenda. They stalk and build false cases. Let's talk about it, fam. I know I ain't the only one. And so I just seen a video come out today, and I gotta be able to add my commentary to it and my experience as well. So family, as always, make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. I'm definitely gonna be talking about something very eye-opening in this stream tonight. Bear with me, family. I'm just doing the audio. It's definitely very early where I'm at right now, so let me go ahead and get everything up and running. Y'all already know, before we get into the conversation, just definitely want to set the vibe right. I got a couple of tunes I want to play before we even hit the message, so bear with me. Go ahead and get your drinks, get your pens, get your paper. We're gonna play these two vibes, and then we're gonna get into the message. First up, man, I want to play that new King Connect featuring New Breed, Living for God. Let's get it. Yeah.
I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm trying to live my life sin free. I said I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm trying to live my life sin free. Yeah, I'm trying to be the man to be a man with faith, not an NPC. Life ain't about clothes to change, it's about being free. from the mentality that the enemy wants you stuck in. Sinful and suffering. Life without Christ is nothing. I couldn't function. Being a fake or phony, I can't be fronting. Living my life with the need of biblical instruction. That's why I heed the wisdom in the book. Studying the word of God, got the demons shook. I'm the light of the world, bright, how my future look. The God of Israel inspire my verses and my hooks. Christ is my head, his advice is what it took. I'm rejoicing in this word like gold is what I struck. Unappreciated, all my life been overlooked. But I live for my God and my soul he ain't forsook. That's facts. I was 16 watching New Breed with zeal to the max. So my peace God and succeed with his battle axe. I'm not like other cats, I be bold as a lion. They try to tell me relax, but I can't. Cause my faith is not faint, trying to truly be a saint. Know my soul, they won't taint. With my flesh, I restrain. That's the mission. Be in the spirit, the truth and correlation. You can tell where this talent come from if you listen. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living, trying to live life sin free. I said I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living, trying to live life sin free.
I'm sliding, steady shining and keep climbing. Our music is sort of hybrid. It's nothing like this. Priceless jewels that's given to the righteous. No deflection, you can't hide this. Hey, our reflection is its likeness. It's pure gold. Now welcome to the light show. The game of life, I'm playing ISO. No novice, I'm in size mode. Speaking truth in different time zones. Keep it moving when they choose to keep their eyes closed. People turn hostile when you really speak the gospel. The world on our shoulders. Still we walking upright. Grace can end with your life all in one night. So I'm grateful every day the sun shines bright. Praise to the Most High through His Son Christ. The truth is here. I think it's time to seal the deal. It seems I found my Achilles heel while climbing up the steepest hills, chasing a dream that's real. See, I frequent these scriptures, see visions like a movie reel. Yeah, they know the drill. I'm a fighter in this faith of Vander Holyfield. Lend me your ear and start to renew your mind. A seed planted, every rhyme, keep it fertilized. We connected with the King in these urgent times. So many liars want to blur the lines, but we living for our God.
I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living, trying to live my life sin free. I said I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living my life for my God. I'm living, trying to live my life sin free. Yeah, God is why I live my life. Yeah, God is why I live my life. Yeah, God is why I live my life.
Hey, we gonna get it in at any time, man. Shout out to my brother King Connect. Shout out to my brother New Breed for that track, man. That was beautiful. I got one more, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the topic of discussion. As we heard right there, hey, who are you living your life for? Living my life for my God, living. You feel me? Next track I got up, Bestow Upon Me by yours truly. Let's get it.
Young Nab, baby.
What? Yeah. Okay. I sing my praise, set apart my ways. In the last days, the ark shall praise. Y'all's words and praise, the truth with grace. No peace, no pace. You know, bestow upon me unlimited comprehension. Can I get your attention? On the rise, yeah, ascension. Speaking for like dimension. Grace of design I mentioned. Bestow upon me unlimited comprehension. Manifest God's image. The spirit of breath is living. I confess to be wise in the Most High. Help me be righteousness. The wicked be impious. Give unto me success. Obedient past the test. You know. I pray steadfast, night and day I meditate. Preaching God's word, yeah, I never hesitate. Faith of a mustard seed, keep on with a germinate. When it's harvest time, the wheat and test will separate. I sing my praise, set apart my ways in the last Last days, the ark shall raise, God's words in praise, the truth with grace, more peace, no hate. Bestow upon me unlimited comprehension, the souls that were left suspended, straight through hanging condescension.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20.
Bestow upon me unlimited comprehension, restore degree, teach attention, discerning. These times I listen, with wisdom comes intuition. The heathens are oppositions, no following their tradition. All praises, all honor to the Most High. Encompass me, thy holy ones, ensure me that Yah's will be done. As it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth. Reveal unto the nation the nature of creation. Divinely observation, a wicked generation. Don't need an explanation. In times of preparation, there is no integration. Send forth the regulation. The truth is the foundation. You know, I set forth my praise, set apart my ways. In the last days, the ark shall raise, God's words in praise, the truth with grace, more peace, no haze. Okay. Bestow upon me unlimited understanding. Family, who are you living for? The social conditioning agenda. They stalk you and build false cases. And as we was able to vibe, I wanted you guys to get that essence of these songs as we build on this conversation. Are you living for the world? Are you living for the Most High? And given your response to those questions right there. Now, my next question is, what understanding do you have? What comprehension do you have? How will you communicate? How are you socially conditioned to react and respond in certain environments? Let's talk about it, family. We have people out here that will stalk you and build false cases based on this social conditioning agenda. So today, family, I wanted to bring in some receipts. I wanted to bring in a video from African Diaspora News. I'm actually going to be doing a live reaction to some of the content in this video. And I just wanted to share my experience alongside that. First and foremost, family over here, I love to make sure that we break down these words so that we can get a better overall comprehension and understanding of what we're talking about. So when I say social conditioning agenda, what do I really mean by that? Well, family, break it down. Social, meaning to talk, to communicate. Not always using verbal, but socialize, using gestures. Conditioning, which is influencing or pretty much preparing. So you're preparing your communication. There's an agenda to form or to cultivate a proper, or let's say a more acceptable form of communication. But as I was able to vibe with me in the beginning, and as we was listening to those tracks, I'm living my life for my guy. I'm living my life for my guy. I'm living. How many people can sing along with that? How many people are socially conditioned to conform to that idea? How many people are socially conditioned, prepared to communicate about what truth is? How many people are prepared to communicate about what is right and what is wrong? First things first, family. I thought we lived in a nation where when you speak, it's okay. When you have an opinion, it is okay. If I tell people that I don't like strawberry ice cream, that is completely okay. If I tell people I do not like a blue shirt, that is okay. If I tell people I like a red shirt, I can express that freely. We should all be able to express our ideas freely. Isn't that the case? Let me bring it up. Isn't that what the quote-unquote Constitution, First Amendment says? So why has there been a overall rejection of this law, of this constituted idea? Let's bring it up, family. Constitution, First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So you should be able to point something out and say, hey, there's a problem. Or hey, I don't like that. Or hey, that's not right. Especially if I'm communicating this in a peaceful manner. Not exciting anything, not telling anyone to cause harm to anyone. I'm just stating my opinion. And if we really want to get down to the point, I can state the facts as well. So we're in this new generation of thinking, of socially conditioning ourselves. And there is an agenda. Lee, how you gonna say it's an agenda going on? Well, keep in mind what took place almost 4 years ago, where if you didn't communicate in the appropriate manner, especially on social media, your account was going to be flagged for misinformation. You were going to be banned. You were going to be prohibited to speak. You guys kind of see where I'm going. And what's the basis? What's the overall comprehension that I get when someone doesn't let you speak? Obviously, they're scared. I mean, hey, I let a fool speak all day. What can they tell me? It seems as though the ones in power, or I don't even want to say they're in power, in the facade of control, seems to want to steer the way that we communicate with one another in a direction of dysfunction. And the ones that point it out, let's just say they have a very close microscope on them. But let me get to this source, family, and let me get to my reaction on this video right here, because obviously I want to be able to add on to this content and say this is the only person that has been going through something like this. There has been many other accounts, and not just myself, probably many other people that has not been speaking out about this. When you have people that stalk your social media based on your beliefs, and they build up cases on he say, she say, opinions, in what society where people are offended by opinions, how is that going to cultivate growth? How is that inclusion? First and foremost, you got this society that's all about, oh, we include everybody. We include the alternative thinkers. But as soon as the alternative thinkers start to get some pushback, that's when the inclusion stops. But let's talk about it. Let's go ahead to my source. I'm going to be doing a live reaction to this content. Once again, fair use. I'm going to be using this video for edification properties, to be able to expand on the content and just be able to share my experience alongside. All right, here we go. Let's get to the video. So the title of this video is called "Them Folks You Work With Will Stalk Your Social Media and Be in Your Business at Work."
In rural America, even if they're living in Maine, a state that has 90+% of them, states like Vermont, that we're not around like that. If we are around, maybe it's one or two here and there. And even in states like that, they're thinking about us. When they are in the sticks of Kentucky, they're thinking about us, discussing us at the dinner table, right? So let's get into what we want to talk about today with
Supercharge your creative team with music.
My apologies, family.
Find that perfect sound. Publish across
our video. Here we're going to review. And, here we talk about what we deal with in the area of just life as Black Americans here in America. We have to talk about these things. We have to dissect it a little bit. And that's just kind of like what we do. This will keep us on our toes of what we're doing.
And I just want to make sure that I'm using this video to keep my brothers and sisters who create content on point. And know that if you work for a company and you know that certain beliefs you guys don't agree with, just be aware, family. It could be people stalking your page. It could be people getting secretly offended because of your opinion.
doing based off what's happening to other, black people here in this country. So let's cue the video up and we'll get more into this. So give me a quick second.
Hey y'all, so yesterday I made a video, it's still up on my page. I basically was talking about an experience I had at work where one of my white coworkers was lying on a black man, and I basically summed up the video saying, I was
Well, doesn't that sound like the repeating of time? I mean, to say, what has changed in the last 100 years to say that this is still taking place, where you have people who can go around, bear false witness, but just because of the complexion of their skin, they're believed.
just disturbed, and it's just sad because white people want to lie on black people so much. This is why people are getting killed, falsely arrested, all types of stuff. That was the point of my video. That was the message of my video. So this,
we got to do better. We got to be able to make sure that we keep each other in a sense of protection. Because when we out here, and of course, you never know who's over here watching you. You never know who's over here stalking your social media pages. But this is just the goal to say, if two walk together and they don't agree, how can they live peacefully?
woman, she has had a personal problem with me since I started there, and I guess it's because I'm black. That office that I've been working at has never had a black person work there in over 20 years. I'm the first black person that has ever worked there, and I've been working there for probably about 9 months. Now, my boss, the doctor, he's great. I have no hard feelings with him. I think he just had to do what he had to do was best for his business or whatever, but he found himself calling me.
What? Hey, and the funny thing is, what's best for business now is to just go along with everything. It is to just be this entity that's all inclusive. What's best for business now is to have no morals, is to have no values. What's best for business now is literally, let's keep it real, people who are out here selling their souls for money. That's what's best for business.
To fire me, telling me that, oh, she saw my video and it's creating hostility in the workplace, yada, 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 yada. Now, mind you guys,
So the young lady is talking about how she made a video on her social media account. Besides from doing her job, which of course she was doing, otherwise she wouldn't be working, right? Why is it that we give people so much power to control us on all avenues, even when we're not at work? We give these companies so much power to control what we do, even when we're not clocked in, to the point where, oh, you have to go get this. Y'all know what I'm about to say. You got to go get this vaccine so that you can work for us. And if we see you sharing any information about it or expressing how you feel about it, I don't know, we may deem that controversial. We may deem that unfit for the workplace. We may deem your communication to be unfit. Not how you do the job, not because you're good at what you do, no, because how you're talking. And even though you might have an opinion that, hey, might be right,
work there 2 days a week. So I posted the video on Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, which means that, and then the funny part is that I posted the video and I didn't like the way I looked, so I actually took it down. But she's such a stalker that I guess she found it. And again, y'all, I've never shared my social media pages, not my Instagram, not my TikTok, not my nothing, with anybody at that job. I go in, I do my job, and that's it. But again, she's had a personal problem with me for a while. It got back to me months ago that she found my TikTok page, and you know.
So we got people who have personal vendettas within the work environment based on certain communication differences. And let me just share my experience, family. And as I'm over here creating content, you know, speaking righteously, and in a field where I'm honored to be used as a vessel to teach children, there was a topic that came up. There was some content floating around about the so-called gay BCs, right? And so, me, given the intellectual that I am and working in the field that I do, I was like, this is a great opportunity to stand firm on my beliefs. This is a great opportunity to, hey, tell people my opinion on this subject matter outside of work. I'm very qualified to know what's right or wrong to teach children. First and foremost, teaching children the gay BCs, that's not right. I don't I don't care who you are. I don't care if it was the CEO. I'm gonna tell that to them, to their face. I'm not teaching no kid that. And I should be able to say that without having any type of retaliation. We live in a world now where if you don't accept an ideal of someone else, you're considered an offense to them. That's like somebody coming up to you and saying, hey, I like to teach my kid all about the color red. And you telling them, okay, well, I don't like the color red. I like the color blue. I'm going to teach my kid about the color blue. Wait, whoa. You can't. I'm offended because you're not accepting the color red. Well, I don't have to. And this goes back to the topic at hand. The social conditioning agenda. When you have people that can literally tell you how to communicate, train you up to think, believe, feel, and react in a way. Are you even free? Come on now. Hey, shalom, family. My bad, y'all. I wasn't even peeping the chat, but I see you in the building, Leon, a servant. Key now. Appreciate you tapping in. What it do? What it do? Hey, most definitely. Right. For real. Subconsciously, talking about did they ask you to teach that to the children, brother? Subconsciously, they did. And, you know, I make it very, very known out into the open on my social media platforms where I stand on teaching, you know, as far as my principles, my morals, my values. And to say that my content was brought into questioning at my job. And I'm like, what does this have to do with me actually doing my job? What does this actually have to do with me having the results of making sure these children come in here, they're safe, they're happy, and they're learning and growing? What does it have to do with that? So you're telling me just because I don't agree with what someone else's belief is, it's detriment because I make them feel uneasy? So what about them? Why can't I feel uneasy because they don't believe in what I believe in? How come I can't feel like I'm the one in danger because they don't believe in what I believe in? And to say that, I really can't even comprehend the mindset behind it, because you have to be a person that takes that offense, you act on that offense, and to say that you're giving all that energy to go and try to disturb someone else's goings, right? Who's the sicker person in this situation? To say if I offended the person by pointing them out about whatever it is that they do in a derogatory term, then that can, those are terms of harassment. But to say that I'm over here just stating, hey, I don't like that, or hey, that's not right. First Amendment, family. But let's get back to the video.
She doesn't like the content I post, which y'all can look for yourself. It's nothing bad. I'm just simply being the black queen that I am. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. She can't take me being black.
Man, all I do is talk about all praises to the Most High, man, on my social media, and I got people coming through talking about, yeah, he's disturbing the workplace. He's disturbing the workplace. He's telling people that it's not right to teach kids about gay BCs. He told me that it's not natural for two women to be together. He told me that it's not natural that two men can have a children. These are the things that are being brought up against me. These are the things that I'm being convicted of. These people got so offended from my video talking about the gay BCs that they literally contracted an idea in their mind that I was telling them that they could do something. And it wasn't about my performance at work. It was about the social conditioning agenda of me not conforming to what they believed. And so they were stalking me. And every time I said something, they would go and tell and report that to the CEO. And it was never about my performance of my job. It was about what I said and how somebody felt. And we can argue, but at the end of the day, my argument is only going to be 5 seconds. Because all I'm going to say is, you know what? You have the right to believe you're right. That's going to be my stance on that argument. You have the right to the freedom of speech.
Black and amazing and good at what I do, good at my job, all of that. That's what my boss said on the phone, my ex-boss, sorry. Oh, you work really well. He had nothing to say about my performance, but everything to say about this little TikTok video. And I say to him, I'm like, how can you fire somebody about their conduct outside of work? Baby, when I posted that video, I wasn't on the clock. I wasn't on the clock. But you know what? You got it. You got it. Because I'm...
Once again, these companies have so much control. We've given people so much control over our lives that even when you're not on their working clock, you're still held accountable for what you do, and it could be detriment to your employment status. This is me just sharing a warning to any brothers, any sisters out there in the faith, man. You know that the content you create is leaning more so on the controversial edge. You know that the content that you create will ultimately offend mass majority of the people, because everyone is all inclusive. The mass majority of the world seems to be portraying a false ideal of accepting everybody, but then when it comes to having people freely elaborate their opinions, it gets to a point where it's offensive, especially if you say something in disagreement towards the mass majority. So family, be aware, be conscious. There are people watching you, especially if you're out here trying to tell people how to raise their kids. And not even trying to tell people how to raise their kids, but giving people insights or even questioning what is right and what is wrong. When you get into that stance, and it's sad to say, when you open up communication and it's anything about some sense of morality, some sense of values, and a concept of righteousness, majority of people are going to reject that.
Still blessed. I'm still blessed. Not only am I a dental assistant, and I've been doing that for 7 years, I'm damn good at my job. I am also a full-time student. And to add the little razzle dazzle on top, I am a dental assistant instructor. I work for a school. I work for a trade school. So I have so much great things going on for me, and that woman just couldn't take it. She couldn't take it. She's a stalker. She been on my page looking, and she just can't take black excellence, just like she couldn't take that black man that she lied on in the dental office. And honestly, y'all, I'm not even mad about a job. I'll get a new dental job. Matter of fact, I got somebody calling my phone right now asking if I could come in and do a working interview tomorrow. That's how God works. But what I will say is, I will never, ever feel bad about standing up for my people, because I love being black, bro.
Mm-hmm. And there go the thing. Who's going to stand up for you when you talking this truth? Who's going to stand up for you when you telling kids, hey, here's the right way to go? Versus just saying, hey, oh, do whatever you do. Do whatever you want to. The world is your canvas. Accept and love everybody. But when you start actually implementing some structure, when you start talking about values, morals, and what it means to be righteous out here in this life, you're going to get some adversaries coming through.
I love being black. I love black men, women, children, everybody.
All right, so let's go ahead on and diagnose this problem here we've seen in this particular video.
And they stick up for one another when that community get offended. They're quick to have each other back. Quick to, oh, I got you. It's okay. You're the victim here. That person, they should have never said that out of their mouth. They don't know anything. They're not progressing in their ideas. They're not inclusive.
The all-new GoDaddy Arrow helps you get your business online in minutes with the power of AI. With the perfect name, a great logo, and a beautiful website. Just start with a domain, a few clicks.
She immediately just tried to figure out a way to try to get her out that job. You know what I'm saying? Because the longer she would stay there, the more she would expose her mediocrity to the point that the white man was like, man, why we got her here? Like, she don't even know anything. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, some of them do recognize that some of them don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody who's a true businessman. They're like, wait a minute, that skin tone stuff only goes so far because it's about getting a bag at the end of the day.
I think that was it of the content. I don't know if he was going to play another video or not, but I kind of wanted to just take away from that snippet from the lady and say how she was saying how she has her brother's back when they over here speaking falsely, you know, trying to put people in these cases or trying to make it feel as though they're feeling offended to build up these cases within people in these work environments. How many people are going to stand up and say, you know what? That's not right. Because it has nothing to do with job performance. And if you're offended by what someone says as an adult, there needs to be a reality check going on. If someone comes to you and of course demeans you and puts you down and says all these horrible words to you, yeah, that's harassment. That's something to be offended of. But if someone comes to you and says something as far as an opinion or even a fact is bold as saying man and man together cannot make a child. A fact is bold as saying women and women together cannot make a child. That is not natural. To make that fact, to state that quote unquote opinion, how is that grounds for building up a case on someone? Unless there's an agenda going on. Unless what I said, they're trying to stop that. They don't want what I said to spread. They're afraid of what I said, that they will literally try to cut off my finances. Because I said a man and a man cannot make a child. And because I said a woman and a woman cannot make a child. It is not natural. No, I am not going to teach children about the gay BCs. And keep this in mind, family. All of this was said on my social media platform, not within the workspace. But then the conversation was brought to the workspace as I had people watching me. I had people stalking me from my workplace and bringing my content to the workplace and then getting me to communicate about it. And then they would get offended and go secretly report saying I made people feel threatened. I made people feel as though I didn't accept them. But we're talking about feelings. Can you guys see how dangerous that is? Can you guys see how erratic that is? And let's keep it real, man. I was in an environment where no one looked like me. I was in an environment where no one spoke like me. What did I expect? Shoot, after 2 years of working there, they ain't even know my name. What would I expect?
With them, you notice that they even black folks, when it comes to them,
watch out
they
for
like,
this.
because when it comes to the job, let me say this.
Let me rewind that back so you guys can catch what he's saying.
Obviously, you're working for them,
the
you're not
job
really
and-
making money off of this. So if you're not making money off of social media, put all your pages private, put them all private,
Facts.
and you screen who comes in. Do not have any coworkers on your page. And I seen somebody earlier say,
Man.
"Oh shoot, sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I wasn't on the screen. Sorry about that."
Hey, tip: do not have any of your coworkers on your page, especially if you make content that may be a little controversial. I repeat, block coworkers from your page. Those be the ones that be trying to get in front of you and get your pay raise, man. Or shoot, those be the ones that when you come into work, and you be smiling all the time, it be irking them. So guess what? They got to make sure that they feel comfortable. I don't want to see you smiling at work no more. What you think they gonna do?
Even people who are on your job, and even people who are black, be careful with them too.
Hey,
if you notice they too.
So here's the even worse aspect of it. Me working in that environment where it was majority women, and me working in that environment where it was majority of the diaspora that I did not look like. Very far and few in between where it was someone that looked like me, but of course was a female. And to say that one, hey, those are probably worse than the ones that don't look like me. The sad truth. It be your own ones that don't want to see you progressing. And those was the ones that I really had to shy away from as far as sharing any type of communication or idea, because all I can do is share with y'all my experience, family. I never got to a point where I felt accepted. I never got to a point where, people actually put me in position to succeed. So you learn who people are, and you see how they maneuver when dealing with you, and you also comprehend what type of individual they are when you speak and how they react and respond. So just be aware, family, man. It'd be people that look like us times 10 to the max.
Too buddy with them, you notice that they kind of too funny style. Well, with a lot of them, they like, because when it comes to the job, let me say this. even black folks, you got to watch them. See, I've always had this motto, and this is how I've always done it, especially on jobs. I have zero trust for the folks, and because I've had experiences, and I half trust black folk. And listen, when I say it, half trust means I don't trust them all the way either. Some of them I see coming, I put them in the folks category.
Man.
Okay. So you want to keep your personal business, personal life, anything personal, any way you get money, no matter what it may be, keep that out of the conversation. Matter of fact, go there and just, the term stand on business. Go do that. Do your job, get your check, leave. You're not there to make friends. Now, of course, you may meet people. Like I said,
Yeah. And at this point, it's going to be time to stop working with them. How can you do your job in an environment where people are literally nitpicking at everything that you do? From the words that you even say. And not to say that you're saying anything wrong. It's just the perception or how people perceive how you're communicating it. And how people feel at that moment in time based on the mass majority comprehension level of what is deemed right and acceptable, which I feel like changes every 30 days now because, family, what is consistent? Everything is changing so drastically. Laws. So, family, I really wanted to just go ahead and just share a warning, man. Stay silent or else. Freedom of silence. Question is, are you bold enough to speak about what you believe in this world? Or are you just going to be conformed? Romans chapter 12, verse 2-3. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God had dealt to every man the measure of faith. And so when you over here thinking, oh my goodness, this person, they can't say that. It hurts me. My feelings should matter over anybody. No one should say anything that contradicts what I believe. If they do, then it's going to be termination for them. The social conditioning agenda. When people don't talk the way that you talk, are you really going to walk with them? Are you going to agree with them? Are you going to accept them? Are you going to be all inclusive? I had to learn this one the hard way, family. They stalk you and they will build false cases against you. But at the end of the day, we're going to keep on rising. We're going to keep on shining. Because I know what's true. I know that no matter what, the Most High will always make a way for me. The Most High will always make a way for my family. The Most High will always, whenever I call upon him, Be there to lend a hand. If it was easy, family, everybody be doing it. Everybody would be doing it if it was easy. Everybody would be standing on their belief if it was easy. I'm just here to say, family, stay strong. Stay unwavering. Hey, you got two choices. Stay silent or else. Freedom of what? You know. Oh. Hey, man, I think I pretty much hit on the scope of the conversation today, man. I might have to share my experience a little bit more in detail. So let me know in the feedback. Let me know in the comments what you all think about this live stream. I know it's kind of a little late, man, but if y'all up with me, let me know. Let me know your insights. I got a question, a poll that I'm doing also. It says, is it wrong to tell people the truth? Let's see here. We got 3 votes thus far. And people say no. Okay, 100%. But family, I just wanted to share my experience on this topic. I wanted to share some awareness as well. Be very wise, especially when you're creating content that goes against the grain out here. Stay aware of who's around you, who's listening. And family, not to say you got to be perfect, but man, it get to that point where any little speck against you, they're going to use it. And I'm just here to share my experience, family, and say don't even give them the ammunition. Because they will definitely use it. But to each their own, and I hope everybody is definitely gonna be either waking up or going to sleep and have a wonderful rest of your day. This is really, really early stream for me, but you know, we doing things over here as far as make sure we get these messages out and just putting in that work either way. So family, until next time, peace. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Why bother lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion.